Good morning. Can I ask your name, please?
My name is Linh.
Thank you. Can I see your identification? Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you some general questions about yourself. Tell me about the use of bicycles in your country.
About the use of bicycle in my country, I would like to divide it to three groups. The first group is children and students who have not permission of drive. And the second group is someone had a limited battery. And the last group is people use bicycle like an exercise.
How popular are bicycles in your country?
Honestly, I think they are not so popular. Some people use bicycle like exercise in the weekend, but it's quite difficult to see somebody use bicycle to travel. For now, I don't think that bicycle is a convenient transportation.
Are they used more now than the past?
Honestly, for now, I don't use a bicycle. I have one when I was children. For now, since I have a lesson of driving, I enjoy really touch a bicycle. But maybe after this test, I will consider to buy one for use that like exercise.
Now I'd like you to talk about a topic. You have 1 minute to take notes. Here's some paper and a pen. I'd like you to describe a well-known person from the world of sports or films that you would like to meet.
Yes.
So that's the minute up. Now you have 2 minutes to speak. Please start.
In my list, there are so many people I want to meet and sometime with. But if you ask me about who I want to meet the most, answer is Marco Reus. He is a German professional footballer. I think anyone who like to watching football will know his name. Not because he's good looking, but because he's talented too. At 5 years old, he already joined the team of his hometown, and at 7 years old, he joined the team of Borussia Dortmund. And now Marco playing as attacking for Borussia Dortmund and Germany national team. In my opinion, Marco Reus is a good footballer because he always running outly up and down the side, and he have a good vision. And I like the way he playing football. It's so creative. But I like him the first and the most important reason because he's humblest. Even though Marco always try his best, but he always doesn't want to talk too much about his performance. This is why I think he have not a hater. So yes, if I have a chance to meet famous people, so my answer is Marco Reus.
Thank you. Now I'm just going to ask you some more general questions about role models in the sports world. Do sportsmen and women make good role models for young people?
In my opinion, sportsmen and sportswomen can be excellent role model for young people. They can make significant impact to young generation, and they good image can encourage the young people to build up their healthy lifestyle.
Are we too concerned with the sports star rather than the sports themselves?
Honestly, I think that is the truth because there are so many people, especially teenagers, they have an idol as a sport player, but they just like them because the sport player have a good looking, but they don't know too much about the sport itself. Before like some sport player, they have to know something basic about the sport of the sport player they play.
That's the end of the speaking test. Thank you very much.
So Oliver, do you like a sport player because of his or her looks more than his or her skills?
I can't say that I do, but it sounds like she does.
So what do you think about Ling's performance?
Yeah, I like the way that she keeps on speaking all the time. Again, I don't hear very long pauses or hesitation, so I think she speaks pretty clearly throughout the whole thing. I didn't hear too many words mispronounced, so that was good. She did hesitate a little bit, and there were a few mistakes with discourse markers and a little bit of repetition. In terms of her grammar, yeah, she used a range of sentences. Again, she was using a good range of relative clauses and conditionals, but there were, quite common mistakes, and she does need to pay a bit more attention to that. For example, she said, if I have a chance to meet a famous people, it should be a famous person. She also invented a new English word, humblesque.
Humblesque, yeah.
Which I really like. So, it's not actually an English word, so I wouldn't recommend that people use it, but it kind of shows you how English can be creatively used to make new words. Like, for example, using the word aholic to mean addicted. So humblesque, I think she means humble.
All right, so let's see what she thinks then. All right, Linh, what do you think about your performance?
Oh my God, I don't know why I decided to do this test, or I think that I did this not very well, but maybe it's not bad.
And I'll tell you a secret after I ask her this question. But so how many points do you think you got?
Oh, I don't understand about the IELTS score, but let's make a guess. Maybe the 6 point is not a very bad point.
And I need to tell you a secret. Okay, so Linh, she actually learned French. That's probably where humblesque came from.
Mais je ne comprends pas le français.
Oui, non. Bonjour, monsieur.
That's so perfect. You're fluent, right?
I actually spoke French when I was 5.
Okay.
I did. And I think, I don't want to mention that anymore because now people expect me to speak French, which I don't anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she actually learned French, and she had never had a formal English education. She only learned English through watching videos.
And I think that's great. I think that's such a good way of learning English. Parents might tell you off for watching TV programs and films in English, but I think it's great. It's part of the immersion in the English language that you need to get a high mark. And I've met people who have got astonishingly good English skills, which have just been gained by watching TV shows.
All right, so Linh, how did you start learning English, and how long have you learned English?
I'm learning French since I was a child, so my foreign language is French, is not English. And I never have been in an English class, and it's the first time in my life I speak a lot of English like that. And I'm just learning English by myself, by watching film or by listening music, so I feel a little nervous when I do this test.
I think it's pretty amazing, really.
Yeah, I was very impressed
Very
when
impressive.
I found out.
I wish that I found learning languages that simple. She's done very well.
But I think, if you have the love for the movies or the love for the music, then it's a lot easier because you will just memorize the lines if you learn English.
And learning the language in context, I find, like, if you read the lyrics of a song and you learn the lyrics, then you'll be able to remember and use that language in other situations.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely very helpful, but I'm still extremely impressed by her.
All right, so let's see what, do you want to hear a taste of her French?
Sure, absolutely, absolument.
All right, Linh, can you show us a little bit of your French?
Bonjour à tous, je m'appelle Linh et ça c'est la première fois que je passe en tête dans les comme ça et j'espère qu'on va faire un autre programme mais par français.
All right, so it's great to hear a little bit of French in an English-speaking show. So when it comes to sports, are there any good idioms to remember?
Sure. There are always idioms. There are always idioms related to everything. So one of the idioms would be maybe to get off to a good start, or perhaps to win by a mile. If you win by a mile, then it means that you won with a lot of goals and the other team got none. Apart from that, I think it's really important to remember to use topic-specific vocabulary. So if you're talking about sports, I'd expect you to be using lots of connected vocabulary, like talk about the team, the players, the goalie, the referee, taking a penalty. This is the sort of vocabulary I'd recommend people add to a mind map, and they build this topic-specific vocabulary for lots of different topics.
Absolutely, some great amazing tips.